I'm live. Grateful day. Welcome to the 89th episode of the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast with your host, Jenée Hudson, the Uplifter. Yes. I empower professional entrepreneurs who feel disqualified to overcome toxic environments and self-doubt, to take decisive action, lead boldly in identity, and to persevere, all anchored in faith. Before we dive into today's episode, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast by Jenée Hudson, where you can watch, like, and share every episode. The link is in the bio as well as it will be in the caption of this episode. Time for the shirt. All right, so today's shirt says, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. This shirt is a reminder that no matter what challenge or obstacle that comes my way, it just helps to simply just like shape me and to change me for the better. So I'm okay with that. Now, this is the perfect transition into today's episode called Trapped in the Toxic Cycle and 5 Red Flags You Can't Afford to Ignore. First, allow me to share some eye-opening statistics before we get started here. The first one is, did you know, according to staffing industry analysts, nearly 75% of U.S. employees have experienced some form of toxic workplace or toxic work environment altogether. And over 53% actually quit their jobs because of it. Like making toxicity one of the top reasons that people leave even before the pay or schedule concerns. And then second is a recent employee retention study from Huntsville Business Journal and SHRM Business found that 32.4% of workers who quit cited a toxic workplace as their top reason, you guys. Yet only 15.3% of employers acknowledged the toxicity and as a cause. So revealing a dangerous disconnect between leadership perception and employee experience. Wow. Lastly, according to Wikipedia, turnover isn't cheap. Don't I know it? I got 20 plus years in human resources, executive staff level, you guys. Used to be at the Good Old Boys Club. That was my last position anyways. But man, it states that replacing a single employee can cost between 30% and 200% of their annual salary. Oh my goodness. Factoring in recruiting, training, lost productivity, and culture disruption. These numbers confirm that many already just are out of control, right? And in a sense, toxic environments cost us creativity, connection, and retention. Therefore, it's time to name the signs and break free of this nonsense. All right. So today we're tackling a topic, you guys, that silently steals joy, energy, and potential. The toxic cycle, whether at work, in relationships, or in environments along your journey as an entrepreneur, or even in your 9-to-5, that drains us more than nourishes us. So that's a problem. So we need help, and I'm going to help you with that today on this episode. You know, like myself at times, you've been hustling, holding things together, maybe even questioning like why progress feels stuck, even when it feels like the wheels just keep turning, right? Well, that's because toxicity sneaks in slowly through silence initiative, through polite dishonesty and micromanagement, passive exits, as well as or fading clarity, you guys. So in this episode, we're spotlighting the 5 red flags you can't afford to ignore. Unveiling why toxicity stops more people, you guys, than failure ever will. Or how you break free to simply thrive, which is the key to this entire podcast show today. All right. So with all that said, let's get started. All right. Here are 5 giftful gems for today's topic. All right. Gift number 1 is titled, Saying Yes Out of Guilt is Not Service. It's self-sabotage. So when you keep agreeing to requests that drain you, whether in business, family, or leadership, you're reinforcing a cycle of burnout. Take it from me, I've been there. So saying yes to everything may feel like loyalty, but it's actually robbing you of focus. You guys, you got to keep that in mind. Therefore, here are some actionable steps to assist you along the way. The first thing and tool that I recommend is a pause before yes practice. All right. So simply just give yourself 24 hours before committing to any non-urgent request. All right. That's the first thing. Then pair this with a decision matrix, like Eisenhower box. It's an urgent versus important type of thing that you want to do to separate what truly matters, what actually pressures you. And know that boundaries aren't rejection, they're direction. So it's okay to have boundaries, all right? Okay, gift number 2. Gift number 2 is titled, Losing Trust in Your Instincts Means You're Outsourced Compass. You've outsourced your compass for the most part. What do I mean by that? Well, when you start like doubting inner voice, you give control of your choices to others, you guys. So of course we don't want that. So to assist in this area, here's a couple actionable steps to assist you along this particular journey with this. All right. So the first one is you simply want to rebuild by using journaling prompts for self-trust each week. Okay, that's what you want to do. Excuse me. And then just simply write down one decision that you made that turned out right, as well as one that you actually regret ignoring your gut instincts on. You don't want to ignore your gut instincts on these type of things, all right? And then over time, you'll rebuild like the evidence that your instincts have been like guiding you along the way, all right? Then add this to like a resource of The Gift of Fear by Gavin D. Becker. And that's simply a book that validates intuition as a survival and success tool. So these things are going to certainly help you. All right. All right. So gift number 3 is titled, Feeling Spiritually or Emotionally Stuck is a Sign of Silent Crumbling, you guys. All right. So listen, you may not even know how you got stuck, but you feel it, right? I know I've been there. So like moving through mud, you feel like you're going through quicksand, or you keep doing things and it's the same results, right? Have you ever felt that way? I have, unfortunately. But no more, because here are some actionable steps to help you in this area. All right. So simply first consider like conducting an actionable tool called the Stuck to Shift map. All right. What you're going to do is you're going to write down one area where you feel blocked. It could be in your career, in a relationship, or along your journeys, all right, as an entrepreneur. Then you're going to list like 3 micro actions, all right, that you can actually like take to create that actual movement. That's the key in this thing though, all right? So for example, if you feel like spiritually flat, commit to like 5 minutes of meditation or like a prayer daily, even for yourself. All right. I do mine every morning, 7 days a week. Weekend, doesn't matter. That's the first thing I do when I wake up, because it gets me through my days. It helps me to want to, love to, get to have phenomenal days no matter what comes at me, because I don't know what's coming at me in this world, right? And you won't know either. It could be the kids having a bad day. It could be your boss is just on one, whatever it is, or just somebody who's envious even of whatever you're trying to do in life or along your journey or as an entrepreneur. So do this for yourself and it's going to help. All right. Or you can also, for like that emotionally heavy triggered, like guided therapy platforms, you guys, like there's one called BetterHelp. That is very helpful. Or mindfulness apps, you guys. I'm definitely on 2 of those. Like Headspace. That's a phenomenal app that helps. So the key isn't to take giant leaps though with these type of things, but instead consistent leaps. You gotta do them repeatedly, okay? And faith-filled steps. You want to do that also. Okay, gift number 4 is titled Walking on Eggshells is Emotional Labor You Don't Owe Anyone, you guys. What? Let me tell you about walking on eggshells. I was the queen of it, but not anymore, thank God. So listen, when your energy is consumed by managing everyone else's emotions, you guys, that's draining in itself. So we can't do that no more, right? You're denying your own while you're doing that. Your emotions come first. Know that, all right? So this is not helpful nor fair to yourself by doing these type of things. So we got to cut that out first and foremost, all right? So of course, to help you with these things, you know I got some actionable steps to assist in this area. So let's get to them. The first one is a tool to actually conduct, and it's called the Emotional Ownership Reset. All right. So what you're going to do is for 1 week, you guys, whether you feel tension rising, ask yourself, is this mine to carry or theirs to own? You guys, that is such an amazing and important question to ask yourself. I've had to ask myself that in many instances, from relationships to friends to business partners even. A great question to ask yourself, all right? Most likely and honestly with some of my stuff, it's theirs to own. So I had to let that go, right? So if it's theirs, release it. That's the bottom line. You know, I'm going to keep it 100 here. Just release it and move along. Don't feel guilt about it. Just move along slowly and even quietly. All right. So to support this, of course, you're going to want to use resources like Boundaries by Dr. Henry Cloud or Dr. John Townsend. Or you can actually try the Mood Notes app, you guys, which is phenomenal, which helps like track that emotional triggers and reframe throughout the actual patterns of it. All right. You know, true peace comes when you stop being the emotional sponge, you guys. I know I let myself be that way to so many people and relationships for toxic cycles. And I had to just release all of that so that I can just start to thrive in my own circle of whatever I'm trying to do, right? So you should try the same. All right. Lastly is gift number 5. This is titled Outward Success with Inner Exhaustion is a Hidden Red Flag. Man. So you may look like you have it all together. I know I felt that way and looked like it, and sometimes still do. Let me be clear and honest. But career thriving, you could be feeling that way. Social media polished, but you're collapsing inside. You guys, that's not success. That's survival. Take it from me. I know it all too well, you guys. Therefore, of course, to help you with this area, consider the following actionable steps, and it's going to help you through these things, all right? And just along your journey. So you're going to want to first start with energy budgeting, okay? I had to do these things, and I am so grateful that I came upon these steps and things like that and actually started doing them to help myself, because I was shrinking inside, you guys, or crying behind the scenes or in the shower or whatever. We don't want that. Meaning, what you're going to do is you're going to treat your energy like money. This is what I had to do to get through these things. So like each morning, you're going to write down your top 3 priorities and energy cost of each of those, okay? Then you're going to assign a recovery ritual, whether it's journaling to it, a midday walk, or just unplugging your devices after 8 p.m. Maybe 9, maybe 10. For me, it might have to be midnight. But it's the thing to do, okay? Just turn it off so you ain't hearing the dings and all this stuff. Even while you're sleeping, you guys, I have to do that. It is important. The only thing that I hear is my alarm clock. If by chance I have an appointment the next day, or to get to do what I like to get to, love to want to do through the days, I put on that alarm clock. So that's the only thing I can hear. But if you turn off the button and silence everything else, the alarm clock's still going to ring, just so you know. Check it out. It's the thing to do. And then you're going to want to pair this with resources like the Whoop band or Aura Ring for tracking sleep and recovery, you guys. I actually have this built in my Sleep Number bed, so I don't have to do this particular piece, but I've done other things and it's been a big help. So, because you're no longer only like measuring output of things of yourself, but also restoration, which is very key. All right. So remember, with all these actionable and suggestions, that, true growth requires both achievement and replenishment. And you're worthy of that. So take it from me, go back, watch all of these 5 amazing gems and things like that, and start today. That's the first thing. Because you can start even in the morning with a lot of these things. But do it. It doesn't matter if it's the weekend. Don't wait till Monday. Because be real with yourself. It's going to be Monday and you aren't going to start it then either. So just start today. How about that? All right. Well, that concludes the gifts of these and the amazing gems for today's episode. Go back and watch what you missed. But let me just leave you with this, okay? Something that I too, had to experience and learn from. Toxicity doesn't always roar, you guys. It whispers. It steals connection, initiative, clarity, and retention without being hidden, you guys. But always remember, you're not stuck. We are not stuck out here, okay? You're not broken. I know I'm not broken. And you can all just call it out. Call it what it is. Again, like I said earlier, if it's their issue, it's their issue. It is what it is. What do they usually say? Put it in God's hands. It's not your burden. It's not your problem, right? So call it out. And doing these things will help you to rebuild. It's helped me. You should try it for yourself as well. Because what? You're deserving of it. All right. Now listen, because those red flags that I talked about earlier are only signals, you guys, and not judgments nor facts that you possibly feel like don't complete you, doing all of those things, or even one or two of them of the suggestions that I mentioned, is going to take you to the next level. Trust me. Just try it. Try one. You're going to be contacting me like, oh, look what I'm doing now. And like I normally say these days, look at God. Because won't he do it? Also, you guys, don't block toxicity with hustle. You guys, I had to learn this the hard way. I was just hustling in these past 5 years, big time. Do not let toxicity slip in while you're hustling. Simply repel it with culture. I had to get personal development. I had to get insights, and not even had to get. I got to receive the insight and the wisdom of so many amazing things and from amazing people along my journey. And this has been helping big time. And don't push through the pain. Don't do that. That's just like a Band-Aid. That's like you going to get in the Band-Aid and putting it on until it stops bleeding. But the cut is still there. The wound is still there, right? So instead, walk out into purpose. Do that for yourself, all right? Try it. It works. So look around is what I want you to do. Just look around and name what's not working. Do that for yourself, all right? Then use your clarity, your courage, and your tools. I am big with telling people to use their tools. That means start where you're at. Look at what you have. Start there and then get it done, all right? And you'll get real results by doing this. I had to learn the hard way. I can't stress that enough. And do it these ways and you'll be just fine, I'm telling you. Why? Because again, you're worth it. All right? As always, you guys, you're appreciated. And I thank you so very much for tuning into this 89th episode of the Faith Forward Fearlessly podcast with the Uplifter, me, Jenée Hudson. Please continue to follow and share for ongoing content and actionable items, which are very inspiring, I'm told. All right. Also, don't forget about my affiliation with the Bible Promise book, you guys. Here, I still got it here. I already started mine, but the Bible Promise book, you guys, they're amazing gifts. I'm telling you. For kids, for couples, for other women, whatever works. The Bible Promise book is going to have your name on it for you. And throughout the book, you guys, throughout this entire book, the whole thing has my name all throughout it. Jenée. This, Jenée. Telling you, it's so inspiring to be reading about me along my journey as I elevate. So get yours also, okay? With the Bible Book Promise. And it's the My Bible Book Promise box.com. you want to use Jenée Podcast. That's the promo code, okay? So that it's $79.99, but you guys, I paid more than that. It was worth it. I'm trying to tell you, you're getting a discount. It's phenomenal. It's an amazing gift, okay? And again, Jenée Podcast to get that actual discount, all right? It's Jenee Podcast. It'll be in the it's in my bio, as well as the code will be in the caption of this episode as well, all right? Get yours. Now listen, you guys, as always, I thank you. Keep the faith. And until next time, have many blessed days to come and a very prosperous journey on purpose. Later.